In this video, we are going to discuss the difference between an HSA versus an FSA. Hey there, my name is Lesline and I am your favorite nurse yogi. If this is your first time clicking on my pretty face, thank you. Make sure you subscribe, click down below, hit that subscribe button, and stay a while. So I wanted to discuss the difference between an HSA versus an FSA because I've had both. And as your favorite nurse yogi with 12 years of healthcare experience as a registered nurse, and I also have 5 years of teaching experience as a certified yoga teacher, I am all about giving you guys the resources that are giving you the information about healthcare resources that can hopefully save you a little bit of money. So I already introduced myself, and if this is your first time clicking on my face, I'm currently doing 100 days of YouTube. Yes, you heard me correctly, 100 days. I believe today is day 75. It has been flying. I'm like, how did we get here? But thank God we are almost done. So I have just decided to take this time to create this 100 days as a challenge for myself, but also to give you a library of health and wellness resources. So I am not a financial advisor at all. Okay. I am not finance girl, but having an HSA account, that's a double. So HSA, what does it stand for? Health Savings Account, okay? So it stands for Health Savings Account. I'm looking to the side at my phone, so I give you the accurate information. And I prefer having a health savings account for this versus a flexible spending account. Notice that the S's are different. So the HSA is savings, a health savings account. What this means is that you get to keep this money. But we got to rewind. How do you even get an HSA or an FSA? So I get my HSA through my employer. I work a corporate job and I do have my own business, Lesline Does Wellness, where I show new moms how to put themselves first through yoga. Lesline Does Wellness is my LLC. I work the people's job, my corporate job, and that's where I get all of my benefits at time of recording. At time of recording, it is April 21st, 2026. I like to just say that because I don't know when you're going to watch this and things change, right? But as of recording, if you have a corporate job, like a well-off corporate job, because I know some corporate jobs, they be cheap and they be like, we'll give you the FSA, and I'm going to explain why they do that. But my corporate job offers benefits, and one of those benefits is to open up a health savings account or a flexible spending account, which is an FSA. When I first started that job, I was like, I'm going to do the FSA. I forget what my mentality was, but after having the FSA maybe 1 or 2 times, you do it for each year or whatever, I realized that I lost money. So I'm going to explain why I do not like an FSA account for me. And I keep saying FSA account when I'm really saying flex. Okay, because it's account. It's not account. The reason I don't like FSA money is because if you don't use it, you lose it. So once end of this year comes, December 31st, 2026 comes, if you have an FSA, come January 1st, 2027, that's wild to even say, that money is gone. So it's technically not your money. Whereas an HSA, which is a health savings account, it's in the name, this money is your money. So what does that look like? I have a real life example. When I tell you I love to teach based on what I've been through, I recently left one of my corporate, not one of, I only have one corporate job. I left my corporate job to go to another corporate job. That corporate job, they offered me HSA through Optum. Okay, so that's also something too. Do not quote me on this fully, but if you are a full-time entrepreneur, I believe, don't quote me, but that you could just open up your own HSA through Optum as a self-employed person. Again, I'm not financial advisor girly, but from what I've seen when I click around, you should be able to do that. Don't quote me, but just look into it. So I had HSA through Optum. And I was actually able, I'm really proud of myself for this because I'm on my own money journey. I have my own money story. I'm pretty sure you can relate. And I used to be before kids, marriage, all this stuff. I used to be really good at saving money, right? And then, there's just certain things in life, how to take loans out and all those things. And I used to have shame. I used to have shame around that. And I'm like, I'm not good with money. And so having this HSA, it gave me my confidence back with money because I was able to save $4,000 in this HSA. $4,000. And so when I left that corporate job, I got to bring that $4,000 with me to this, to like, not to this job because this job my new job doesn't use Optum. They use a different company that I've never heard of. So I actually have money growing in there with a separate account. Diversify, y'all. Have money in multiple places, okay? So I have that. Now it's like about $3,000 because I spent some money on some things, but that's not we actually can talk briefly about what you can use your HSA for. So I had over $4,000 in that account. That was one of my goals, if not last year, the year before, to at least hit $1,500 in my HSA. Why? Because with Optum at time of recording, you could, once you hit the 1,500, you can, over the 1,500. So like say you had 2,500, you could take 1,500 of your money and put it in an investment account. Like, so that is something I'm going to be doing very soon. I actually do have my own financial advisor person that is helping me manage my, this is just, like I said, I'm going to share what I'm doing because I didn't think that I had access to these resources because I was like, I don't got money like that, but I do. It's just you have to know where to look and what is available to you, right? And stop living in that scarcity. Because if you're really listening to me, it sounds scarce, but I'm learning that I am good with my money. Money is always available to me. I have a lot of money in my bank accounts. People love to pay me. These are the things that I've had to tell myself to heal my money wounds. So I have a financial advisor. I actually did an event with her. It was called Money and Mindfulness, where I shared my money story. We did a quick breathwork activity. And then Rochelle, she took the reins and gave us incredible information on how we can maximize the money that we do have, right? It's very empowering, especially as women, especially as Black women, when you know how to work your money. So when I left that first job, not the first, but the job A, if you will, I had an investment account with Fidelity because that's like a very well-known one, right? And I'm telling you all my business, but I had a good amount of money in that. And Rochelle, she said, let's bring it over to Betterment. And now she's managing that for me and doing stuff so it can grow and grow. Like, I don't even have to worry about it. I just know it's growing and growing and growing. So I'm sharing that with you because over the past how long have I been in business? Since 2021. So for the past 5 years, I have taken out personal loans to build Leslie Does Wellness, if that be for marketing, if that be for business consulting, like all of these different types of things so I can continue to level up my business and level up my business, right? And I remember being so discouraged because I'm like, dang, like I still haven't hit the 6 figures yet. But mind you, I was building money in other areas of my life. So that's just a tip, like really pay attention to the benefits that your job has for you, okay? So that's the health savings account. Love it down. The flexible spending account, that one, like I said, if you don't use it at the end of the year, you lose it, right? And so that's the differences. I believe and we're only at 10 minutes, which is pretty good. I thought I was talking too long. I feel like I was going to say something else about that. But yeah, with the HSA, let me see what else. Okay, so HSAs are owned by the employee, feature tax-free growth rollover, and require a high deductible health plan. So you have to have a high deductible health plan in order to get the HSA. So yeah, I don't know about the self-employed thing, but self-employed people look into other companies that offer HSA. I highly encourage you to do that. And then FSAs are employer-owned, use it or lose it within the year, and do not require a specific plan. So because I work insurance, this is just education. It is not medical advice. It is not financial advice. It is just education. If you are somebody that is very sick, like you have a lot of chronic conditions, your kids are really sick, your partner, like you're the breadwinner and you got a lot of sick people in your family, you probably will not want to do a high deductible health plan because it's in the word high deductible, okay? I am very healthy at time of recording and will continue to be healthy, amen, right? And so the high deductible health plan, I don't be going, knock on wood, to the hospital like that. It was only maybe 2 or 3 years ago when I had this severe allergic reaction that I had to go to the emergency room. That was 2 or 3 years ago, and we gonna keep it that way. I am healthy. So for me, it made sense. And my kids are healthy, amen. My husband is healthy, amen. We're knocking on wood because I am superstitious in that way. So everybody in my home is healthy. So like high deductible, it makes sense for me. And so because I have this high deductible health plan, I'm not putting as much, they're not taking as much money out of for my insurance every 2 weeks. Most of my money is going into the HSA, and that's how I was able to save over $4,000. I'm just really proud of myself about that, y'all. And I want you to be that empowered as well, that you do know how to manage money and people are coming into your atmosphere to help you manage your money. So we talked about ownership, we talked about rollover eligibility. So the biggest thing with HSA is you have to have the high deductible health plan. HSA limits are generally higher than FSA limits. I'm not going to read these numbers because it depends. And then, like I told you, HSA funds can be invested and grow tax-free. FSA funds are not invested. So it just depends. Like you have, so we already talked about that. And then, so HSA is like if you have future healthcare costs, like you're like, oh, I know that I'm going to get a procedure done, like a hysterectomy or something like that. It's good to just be like, I'm going to use this HSA to build up for the deductible or whatever it is. And then you don't have to worry about saving in any other kind of way. FSA, you have a predictable high out-of-pocket medical. Okay, so FSA... I'm not going to say all that. Okay, so that's the difference between HSA versus FSA. Now let's talk about the fun things you can buy with HSA or FSA. And this is, okay, so there's this website you can go on, and a lot of brands now, y'all, you want to know something? So also with HSA, when you buy something, you can get reimbursed. So for example, like if it's medically necessary. So for example, this is technically not medically necessary for me, but I bought the Canopy shower head. It's a filtered shower head that helps, like if you're somebody that has dry skin or you have any kind of skin condition, you need to consider like the water that you're drinking and also the water that's going on your body, right? So Canopy, they have created a filtered shower head. So, the same way you have filtered drinking water like a Brita or your fridge, they have shower heads like that now, y'all. Shout out to one of my friends. I was at her house, long story short, and I had to take a shower. And I took a shower and I was like, why does this feel like a hotel but better? And she's like, oh yeah, I got this Canopy shower head. And I was like, what's that? And so I bought one. It was like over $100 and it's HSA, FSA eligible. All you have to do though is like get a doctor's note and then like say, and there's like a system they build within it. I forget what the company is called, that they will help you like click and you click like, oh, this is my medical diagnosis, and you can get reimbursed for that if you have HSA, FSA. So that's something you can buy with HSA, FSA. It has to be medically necessary, guys, and doctor's notes and all of that, okay? You also can get red light therapy mask. I have a red light therapy mask that I love. I was influenced. Everybody and their mama have them now, but it's that like I forget what my family, when I wear it, they say I look like a Yeti, but it's like this white mask that you put over your face, and it has all these LED red lights that it really works. I had this, I'm wearing makeup right now, but I had a pimple like right under this eyebrow a couple of days ago, and I did a pimple patch, wore that overnight, and then the next day I put on my LED mask, and it's gone. Like, it's gone. My acne journey is a whole separate video, but now that I have the tools and a lot of my stuff, so the LED face mask, that's HSA, FSA eligible with current body. I made a whole video unboxing it. I need to do an update though about how it's really helping, like, continuing to keep my skin clear. What else do I use? That's HSA, FSA eligible. Curology. Curology is what I use. I get this question a lot. How I cleared my cystic acne, I used Curology and still use their face wash, which is a prescribed face wash. So that makes 100% sense to me. Like, because some of these things you'd be like the shower head, you're like, okay, that's a stretch. But I explained to you how you can close the gap and get it for yourself. But like the medications, like face wash the face wash I use has an antibiotic in it. So that makes sense as to why you can use it for HSA, FSA. And so I use that, Curology, HSA, FSA. What else do I use that's like HSA, FSA that you wouldn't believe? Sunscreen. Sunscreen is something else too, because sunscreen, it's not prescriptive. Like, a doctor does not have to write a prescription for you to buy it. Like, you don't have to, like, go to the pharmacy to pick it up, but it is something that can help prevent you from getting skin cancer. You see where I'm going? So yeah, I get real creative. Pull-ups. We had to buy our kids pull-ups and things like that. That's HSA, FSA. What else? I had something else in my head that you wouldn't believe. I think there was something else. It's slipping my memory, and once I end this video, I'm like, oh, but there is a website that you can go on called FSAstore.com, and it gives you a list of all of the FSA items that you can buy. So like Zyrtec, Supergoop is now on there, which is a sunscreen brand. Aquaphor, lots of sunscreen. And I believe the sunscreen is like right now for like the main thing because summer is upon us. And oh, here it is. That was the thing I was going to say. Or the Aura ring. So I have an Aura ring. I have not worn that in a minute, but you've probably been seeing a lot of people wearing these like metal rings. It's just another fitness tracker, if you will, but super, super more detailed with your data. The reason I purchased Aura Ring with my HSA is because there is a fly that I want to kill, like those little flies. I wanted to see how well I was sleeping. I sleep really well. Like, I feel good when I wake up in the morning. I don't feel tired. But I was like, because I'm like such a overachiever, i.e. this 100 days of YouTube, I was like, all right, I'm always trying to find something to optimize. I was like, let's see how I'm really sleeping. You believe me? You wouldn't believe I've gotten over a 90 on my sleep score out of 100. I be sleeping. I be in that REM. I be in the deep sleep. So it tells you that. It tells you like how long you've been in REM. And apparently you need like about an hour of REM. And then like there's different aspects of sleep. So it'll show you that. I have not charged that ring though, y'all, for like months. It's just like something else to charge. And I'm getting better and better at charging my stuff. I act brand new every time my phone dies, this camera died. I say, wait, what? And then my husband be like, but you didn't, when did the last time you charged? And I said, I don't know. Like, it should just last, right? So anyways, those are the things that I have bought with my HSA money. I really hope that I know this video will be resourceful to somebody. So thank you so much for watching. We're at about the 20-minute mark. That's how we do around here for the next 30-ish, less than 30-ish days. I do 20 to 30-minute videos related to health and wellness, specifically for women. I believe that that's what I'm here to do. I get excited about it. I love educating. It comes easy to me when it's something that I know. And anyways, I'm going to let y'all go. Same time, same place tomorrow. Bye for now.